Good evening, students. I hope you all are fine at your home in this pandemic situation. So, shall we start today's class? Okay, fine. So, can you tell me how do you differentiate between first and second period? How do you come to know that the change of period? Yes, through the bell rings. And what happens when bell rings? It produces sound. Now, let's take another example. How do you know that someone is playing guitar or violin? Yes, the sound produced by the guitar and violin tell us that which instrument is played by. If someone is playing guitar, the sound will be different, and someone is playing harmonium, the sound will be different, that someone is playing violin, the sound will be different. If we are saying something, suppose I am saying something, how do you come to know that what I am saying? Yes, the sound which I produce is heard by your ears, then you come to know what I am saying. Same way, if two of your friends are talking, then how do you come to know what your friend is saying to you? Through the sound produced by that your friends help you to know what she wants to say. Suppose you might have heard in the lockdown that our honorable prime minister said us to play the plate with the stick in order to tell why, in order to remove coronavirus, because by producing sound the coronavirus dies or goes away. So all of one day it was announced, and on that particular day in the evening we have played with that sound, which sound with the plate and a stick, or whatever thing one get from a sounding, they produce sound. So have you tried that? Yes. So what we are doing, we are producing sound. So from all these examples which I have taken, for the example of period bell or school bell, example of your friend talking, the example of I am saying something, the example of instruments playing like violin, guitar, and harmonium, all the examples have something in common. What are that common thing which we can link in all examples? Yes, in all examples the sound is produced. In all examples the sound is produced. In today's class, we will discuss about this topic. However, we start, let us know first the first topic, that is what is sound. This question strikes to your mind whenever we say we will study sound. The first question is what is sound and why we are studying. The sound is the form of energy, and what is energy? Energy is the capacity to do work. The sound is the form of energy. There are so many forms of energy, as you can have studied or you will study in higher classes, that there are so many types of energy, out of which one is sound. Sound is the form of energy, and what we do with that? It enables us to hear. Through sound, we try to hear, or we hear someone, what the other person is saying, what is playing. First thing is, what is sound? Sound is the form of energy. Sound is the form of energy. Which helps us to hear. Okay. This is the definition of sound. If anybody asks you what is sound, you will say sound is the form of energy which enables us to hear. Okay. Now the second question is how sound is produced. What is the magic behind when we strike or when we come in contact with the two objects together, it produces sound? How the sound is produced? So before discuss how sound is produced, let us do an experiment. This is a glass tumbler and this is the spoon. I will strike it like this and you will hear a sound. At the same time, if you notice or observe it wisely, you will hear some vibration in the glass on which the spoon is striking. So how the sound is produced? Sound is produced by vibration. When you strike spoon on the glass, there's some vibration is produced inside the glass. As a result, the sound is produced. So how sound is produced? Is there a definition of sound? No. How sound is produced? Sound is produced through vibration. Now, what the term vibration is? We have studied it in the previous classes. What is vibration? Vibration is the movement of particles in an object. What is vibration? Vibration is the movement of particles in an object. Okay? You can write vibration is the movement of particle in the object. Okay, this is the movement of particle in the object. I think clear, each and everything is clear. What is sound and how sound is produced, and what is vibration? Here, things we have discussed right now, which is there in your whiteboard. You can note it down in your notebook also, so that when further you study this chapter on your own, you are able to know what are the topics we have to discuss in this chapter. Study this chapter. Okay. So now there's one more thing for the propagation of sound. What is that? Sound needs medium to propagate. What is that? Sound needs medium to propagate. Sound need medium for propagation. Okay. Suppose in a vacuum, in this space, if you want to produce sound, there will be no production of sound. Why? Because there is no medium. Now, right now I am able to speak because there is some medium. Air is present everywhere, as you know. So air is present in this room also. That's why I am able to speak and you are able to hear. If there will be no air in this room, if it is tightly packed and I want to say something, you will not be able to hear. Okay? The same way, how the sound is produced when I stick spoon with the glass, because there is a medium. Which medium is there? Air is there, which enables us to produce sound when we strike spoon to the glass. Okay, the sound always needs medium to propagate. Without medium, it cannot be propagated. Okay, propagation means produced. What do you mean by propagation? Means produced. Sound always produced when there is a medium. Medium means either it will be liquid, solid, or gaseous. So one by one we will see whether sound is produced in liquid, solid, or gas, or only in solid, or only in liquid, or only in gas. So the common example I am speaking and you are listening is the example which suggests that sound produced in air. And the activity which I have done also shows that sound produced by the medium air. Now we will see whether sound is produced in solid or in liquid. Okay. For liquid, if you fill a bucket of water and you will strike it with someone, you will see a vibration in the water. Have you tried throwing a stone in the water? Yes, what happened? It forms waves. Why it forms waves? Because a particle of water start vibrating as soon as we throw a particle and strike the surface of the water. It shows that sound is produced in the water also. That is, sound is produced in the liquid medium also. For the solid, let us take this glass. Okay, this is the glass. I am covering it from both sides. There is no movement of air. Now I am striking it. If the sound is produced, yes. It shows that sound produces solid also. It is a solid object. I block the presence of air. Now I hit it, then also the sound is produced, which shows that sound is produced in solid also. So from this activity, we conclude that sound is produced in solid also. From the activity of throwing pebbles into the water, we conclude that sound is produced in liquid. And I am talking and you are listening shows that sound is produced in air also. So all the three mediums are helpful for production of sound. Now we will discuss how sound is produced in human being. Okay. Have you noted this points in your notebook? Shall I rub it? Okay. So student, before we discuss how sound is produced in humans, let us perform an activity. Always put your hand on your throat Yes, and try to speak something. You will feel vibration here. The part which vibrates is called larynx or vocal cord. Part of throat that produce sound is called vocal cord or larynx. Okay. Now, the part that produces sound is called larynx or vocal cord. It is placed just above the midline air present in the lungs, which is there to exhale, hits this slit pass, which produces vibration in the larynx or the vocal cord, and it produces sound. Okay. So, in order to know how the sound is produced, we will take two rubber band and we will stretch it like this. Blue and here. How the vibration is produced? Yes. In this way, the sound is produced in larynx. It also shows that sound is medium for propagation. This activity also shows that sound is medium for propagation. Now we will study how sound is heard by humans. We all know that sound is heard through ears. How the sound is heard through ears, that we will discuss. The outer part of the ear, which you can see here, what it does, it traps sound from the surrounding and send it to the inner ear. Inner ear send the signal to the brain, and brain, after processing, give us the result that what kind of sound you heard. It happens in such a quick span that we are not able to notice that this process is going on. So in this way, we are able to hear. Okay, I want to know that whether all the things which I have discussed is clear to you or not. If you have any doubt, any query, any problem in understanding, ask me, or you are free to ask me. So we can write here, we hear sound through ears in the upper ear traps the sound and send it to the inner ear. Here, from where it goes to brain, and brain detect the signal and tell us what kind of sound we are hearing. Okay, this process is called, this whole process is hearing. As I told you, that it happening in so quick span of time that we are not able to detect that these all processes are happening in our ears. Okay. Till here, each and everything is clear. If you have any doubt, any query, you can free to ask me. Okay, then tell me. Yes. Have you all noted this in your notebook? Okay. So you tell me, is sound propagate through water? Yes. Very good. Can you tell me, is ear is the medium for propagation of sound? Yes, very good. So can you tell me why we can't produce sound in vacuum? Because there is no medium. As sound requires medium and there is no medium. So I hope each and everything is clear to you. Shall I explain another topic? Okay. So next topic is terms related to sound. Okay. first term is amplitude. Amplitude. What is amplitude? Amplitude. Yes, amplitude. Can anybody tell me? Anybody heard this term amplitude? No, nobody heard. Okay, let me explain then. Amplitude determines how loud or how soft is the sound. Suppose I am speaking to you and you will speak to me. Is I and you are having same sound? No, you are having much soft sounds than me. I have having much loud sound than you. Have you heard a baby crying or baby speaking? Okay, how soft sound? Is it pleasant or it is very noisy? Is it pleasant? Because it is very soft. The way the baby speaks, it is very soft sound. And the way we speak or the adult speak is very hard. So the hardness and softness of sound is determined by amplitude. So you can write the definition of amplitude as the hardness, or you can say loudness and softness of the sound is determined by amplitude. Okay. Now second term is frequency. What is frequency? Frequency determines the shrillness or the hardness of sound. Is determined by frequency. Okay. Frequency, the shrillness or hardness of the sound. The voice I am producing, the sound I am producing, and the sound produced by a girl is different because it is determined by frequency. The frequency at which I am speaking, the frequency at which another girl your madam or some miss will speak will be different. So you will be able to hear that the girl is talking or the boy is talking. This determines by frequency. For example, we can take the voice of a boy and a girl. And for the amplitude, we can take the voice of a baby and an adult. Okay. Now we will talk about the last term, that is time period. What is time period? Before what is time period? Tell me what is time period? Yes, the time taken by any object to complete one oscillation. Is called time period. Okay, time period is the time taken by any object to complete one oscillation is known oscillation. The time taken by any object to complete one oscillation is called time period. Now, what is oscillation? Oscillatory motion? Yes, same thing. We have written as oscillation. Oscillatory motion is the motion of a pendulum, or you can say to and fro or hence and forth motion is called oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion, to and fro, or hence and forth motion is called oscillatory motion. The time taken to cover one hence and fro motion or to and fro motion is called oscillation. Okay, and the frequency of oscillation is hertz. Okay.
The time taken to complete one to or fro motion one to or fro motion is called oscillation. It is represented by hertz whose symbol is Hz.
Okay, this is one oscillation. Okay, what is oscillation? The continuous complete one to and fro motion is called oscillation. Suppose this is the pendulum. Okay, this is the pendulum. If you take one oscillating motion, it will start from here, it will go there, then from here it will go, come here, then it will go here, come here again, then it will go here, then it will come here again. This whole process is considered one oscillation. Okay, from A to O, O to A to O, O to B, and B to O. This whole complete motion is called one oscillation. So I think these things are clear to you. So in today's class, what we have discussed what is sound, how sound is produced, what is sound required medium to propagate. Then we have discussed how sound is produced in human. Then we have discussed how we are able to hear. Then and last we have discussed some terminology related to sound, that is amplitude, time period, and frequency. I will summarize all the things in once. So sound is the form of energy which enables us to hear. Second is sound requires medium to propagate. Sound can travel in air, water, and solids. Sound is produced through vibration. When two objects strike each other, it produces vibration, and hence sound is produced. Then sound is produced in human through voice cord or larynx. Okay. How the sound is produced in human? When we open our mouth or we try to speak, the air present in the lungs exhale out, passing through that slit passage, which produces vibration in the voice cord, and our sound is produced. If it doesn't happen, then we can't speak. Okay. Then we have discussed how we hear. To hear, we use our ears. The upper part of the ears observe all the signals, sound signals from the sounding, and send it to the inner ear. From there, it goes to the brain, and brain detect the signal and tell us what kind of sound we are hearing. Okay, this all process occurs in such a quick span of time that we are not able to know when these are processes happening. We just know that we are hearing as soon as the sound is produced. Okay. Now, and the last we have discussed some terminology like amplitude. Amplitude is the loudness and softness of the sound. Frequency is the hardness and shrillness of the sound. Time period is the time taken to complete one oscillation, is called time period. And what is oscillatory motion? The to and fro motion and hence and forth motion of an object is called oscillatory motion. An example is pendulum. Okay. And what is oscillation? The time taken to complete one oscillatory motion. That is from 0 to A to 0, O to B, B to O. Then we will call it one oscillation. I think these all things are clear to you. Is there any doubt, any query? You are free to ask me. Because I am not going to repeat this again, and it is a very important topic for you. So you should clear your doubt.
For today's homework, you have to complete the notes of chapter sound till we have discussed today. Is that okay?
So as you can see on the whiteboard, I have written some question. Now we will do this question. Okay? For the better understanding. Because you are not asking any doubt. Is there any doubt? There is no doubt. It means that you have understood all the content which I have discussed today. Okay, then let's see how many of you answer correctly. So the first question is sound requires gas to travel. Who will answer? Yes, you can answer. Sound requires? No, it is not air. No, not solid. It will be medium. Yes. Sound requires medium to travel. Note it down in your notebook. Okay, all the questions you will note down in your notebook. Then second question, sound is a form of? Yes. What is the definition of sound? You will tell me. Yes. Yes. And sound is a form of energy. Yes. The answer will be energy. The next question is amplitude determines dash and dash of sound. Amplitude determines dash and dash of sound. Who will answer? Yes, you can answer. Yes. But in the first line, you will write loudness. Okay. In the second line, yes, in the second line, you will tell. You will write softness. Yes. The first line, loudness. And the second, softness. So next is the unit of frequency of oscillation is. Yes. You sitting in the front, not answering. Yes. What is the answer of this question? Yes, it's hertz. The last answer, who will answer? Yes, the corner guy will answer. Last question. Other name of the vocal cord is? Don't know. You should pay attention in the class. Okay. Now you will tell. Listen to him what he is saying. Other name of the vocal cord is? Yes, larynx. What is the answer? You will tell. Yes, it's larynx. LARNYX. So, what we get the answer to all the questions? First, sound requires medium to travel. Sound is a form of energy. Amplitude determines loudness and softness of sound. The unit of frequency of oscillation is hertz. Other name of the vocal cord is larynx. Do you need to doubt any questions? Okay.
Let's do some more questions.
So, there are 4 more questions which we have to do right now. So, can you tell me what is the answer to this question? Sound is produced when object. Yes, you can answer. Sound is produced when object. Yes, very good. Vibrates. The brain tells us what we are dash. Yes. Yes. Anybody else? Yes. That you can write 2 answers. First is listening and second hearing. Both are correct. Okay, what we are listening or what we are hearing. So there can be 2 answers in this blank. Now 8-1, the time is the time taken to complete how many acceleration? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How many acceleration? Yes, 1 acceleration. Is sound produced in vacuum?
Sound cannot be produced in vacuum. Why?
Because there is no medium for propagation or production of sound. Okay, so that's all what we will discuss in today's class. Still, if you have any doubt, any issue, any query, you are free to ask me. So each and everything is clear to you all. So shall I wind up today's class? Okay then. Thank you. Have a nice day.